when did we get to this whole put people on blast culture that we're in now? Like, we're in this world where everybody want to put somebody on blast or expose somebody. You know what I mean? When did we get into the expose culture?
What was that? Who were those NBA players? D'Angelo Russell and Swaggy P or whatever.
Oh yeah, Swaggy P still mad at him, ain't he?
Like that whole thing was crazy. Like we recording our homeboys and what they doing and what they saying and putting them on blast. Like that's cool. In whose world is that acceptable, right? So I have no idea when you raised you. Like when that code of ethic became a thing, but it is something that you do see. Like I'm not saying that women are lesser in any way, but that women would do that more so than what you would expect for a dude to do.
Traditionally, you would think that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like the tide is turning and the women are becoming a little more thorough than the guys now. But yeah. The guys be exposing them.
Like what kind of code are we living under? You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta agree with somebody's doing, but it ain't your business to go talk though. Like why are you discussing another man in another man's business or sharing what happens with another man in another man's business, especially if that business ain't got nothing to do with you and it's not affecting you at all and your bottom line or your livelihood in any aspect. So I don't know.
And it's to their detriment. And you consider yourself close to me. Like why would you? What you own? You know what I'm saying? Like Hey, and speaking of that, kind of goes into briefly going into this thing. Dave Chappelle came out and spoke on Cat Williams. Did you hear that?
I did hear about it, or I saw there was a video or something. But the only thing with when I see stuff like that, I don't know if it's real or not. So I'm reluctant to click on it, or if it's AI, or if it's a clickbait or whatever. So I saw in my YouTube feed or something like that. I think it was YouTube. So I saw it. I'm like, I'll go back to it later. It was one of those things I kind of put a little put it in a play later, watch later type of deal. And I'll pay attention to it later, but I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, it was real. Him and D-Ray was on stage talking about it. D-Ray, was kind of taking up for Cat, and Dave was kind of from the stance, Cat my guy, but since when did putting everybody on blast like that, when did that become a good thing? Basically with Dave's stance. Dave was like, you could have kept that to yourself or said it in private. You know what I mean? Like everything ain't got to be said publicly, especially if you're going to be harming people in your industries, way to make money with some of the comments that you're saying.
I completely agree.
Now he said it was hilarious. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious, but I don't think that was the I don't think that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Throwing your people under the bus like that. Us all as black entertainers, basically, what he was getting at.
And I completely agree.
That's where we at, though.
But as far as my thoughts on it, though, like you said, entertainment value, was it worth the laugh? Was it worth the attention for Cat? I would probably say yeah. But then when we say what part of the game is that, it ain't no part of the game. That has never been, especially. I hate to just use black men. I don't know, so I'm not gonna say just black men, but just men in general. Or people in general, not even just men, but just conduct as people in general. If it's not affecting you, now if it's affecting you and there's some kind of detriment to you, then sometimes you might have to do what you got to do and say, I need to speak out on something. Do what you got to do, but make sure that it's in the right avenue and it's in the right vein and the right thought process. But if you don't feel, or I would say maybe not on that grand level, personal conversation, a conversation between group members of people that your peers, and have that conversation in-house.
Yeah.
But like you said, on blast, and did he know that 50 million people were going to watch it? Probably not. But
yeah.
That's the risk you take, and that's why when, hey, look, this is a conversation that I probably should have directly or within my group circle.